So it was to be continued. I was in the fourth set of 7 steps. So without wasting time, let's do it again. Potential means what he has inside, what he can do, and performance is like what are his past records. Then see his skills. Skill means how skillful he is, how qualityful he is, how qualityfully he accomplish his job and or the given task. It's not basically fast always, because you can alter a shirt very fast, but it won't be qualityful. The QC will reject it. So you see the result. I always say just check the result, not the performance, what he's showing to you, or the KPI can be even sometimes hacked. Okay. Then look upon his will, because there are many employees in so many companies, like they know what to do and how to do and when to do, but they will not do, because they know that if they also don't do, the HR will not pressurize him with authority, because they know the gaps, they know how to you know give chocolate to the babies. Okay. So it's all about potential, performance, skill, and will. And some people have will. They try to force the mountain with their body, but the mountain doesn't move. Okay. So it's like if you give a loaded gun to a monkey, what he will do, he will brush fire your organization. I'm sorry. Not necessary that a person with so much energy can also do well in your organization too. So you have to look out the 4 points which I said earlier. So you have to look after the skill, will, potential, performance. 4 things you have to go through of that employee. So for that you have to go through criticality and capability matrix in a framework, so that you can understand the noise of that machine, and potential performance matrix, so that you understand the full, some people needs to know all to do best, because the best, he knows all. And also you have to remark 3 things in those frameworks, that does he have a long gap in his career or not. Then he will make some excuses and continue. So it's a factor, it's a subject, you have to understand the gaps. In gaps, the Bruce Lee, he wrote a book. In gaps, Nelson Mandela, he also wrote a book. In gaps, some other people, they just pass times and enjoyed by itching their injuries, and the injury got more established. So you have to look up to these points about the long gaps. Okay, and then number two is he a job hooper or not? You know, the grasshopper, he just jumps and jumps. So job hoopers always joins new organization, uh, not forcefully, but by his own will. So he doesn't stay. He gets another job, and he quits, and another job he quits. This is something, and something else also happens. Somebody who uh, gets forcefully out, like Steve Jobs, Jack Ma. So they are not job hoopers, they have been hooped forcefully. So job has hooped them. And another point, that is, he stayed long in one organization. Okay, it happens. This is the most important point. Some people, they are very difficult to understand, because they're you will see in their CV they have stayed 10 years in a company, and now they're joining your organization. So it certainly sounds good because you're getting a stable person, but it's not like that. That is, you have to check how many promotions he got, and uh, did he had the talent progression, because he was like doing a very easy job, and it was like uh, you can say like this, that working in an office whole day long, earning money, nothing gets wrong. So this poem suits them. Okay, so what he does, he is not job hopper, or he has no long gaps, but he gets the assets of the company into his he turns the asset of the companies into his own asset. So every evening he will take one pen into his house, he will take one uh, you know marker and other things. You can understand, and you can check out. So the three things are important: long gap in the career, job hooper, stayed long in one organization. Okay, then let's come to the fifth point, which is of my set of 7 steps of hiring and recruitment, is check the soft skill and hard skill. Like in this point, to check the soft skill and hard skill, check the competencies: knowledge, skill, and attitude. So according to the preview of your last examination for the employee, you have to check as well the soft skills and hard skills of that person. For example, so again you make two charts: one for soft skill, that is communication skill, flexibility, leadership, motivation, patience, persuasion, problem solving ability, teamwork, decision making, work ethic. So it sounds a long list, but it's like we do in our daily life, daily soap. Okay, it's not done yet. The chart is a little longer. So again, does he have the critical thinking ability, time management, listening skill, public speaking, verbal and visual communication, outside the box thinking, willing to learn, ability to adapt new things, that is adaptability, truthful, honest. So in hard skill, you have to look for functional core competencies, technical IT jobs, well, statistical analysis or data mining, integration of software, network information system, digital marketing, SEO or SEM, accounting or finance, engineers, functional core competencies are like technical things or jobs, like uh, he has to know mathematics and algorithms, calculus. Okay, so these are the technical functionality regarding soft skills and hard skill. So he should know. If he doesn't know, you have to train him. Okay, so the sixth set of point out of 7 point is check his background and verification reference. If he is a criminal, then he will disturb all the employees and make a mess of everything. Also check his credit history. So if his credit history is also not good, like he has the habit of spending more than earning, that is also a point. So you have to go through his rehire status. That is very important, because in the last company he was doing job, you can call them and ask, hello Mr. Bob, is that employee is good enough or not? Would you hire him again if he wants to join your company? If he says, yeah, he's a good person, definitely we will hire him. And if he says, no, we don't want him anymore, so that means he's not the person you were looking for, and his background and reference is not good. So this is also a way. In fact, check his bank statement, the form 16A, which is very important. And if he doesn't have, if he's so poor, then he's not that, right? Okay. And my final point, the seventh step, that is, if you have already hired, then welcome him, do the orientation, and try to cope up with him and help him to be well. It's like, marrying a girl. So when you marry someone, you have to manage it, and you can do it, right? So nothing personal, it was just a knowledge I was sharing, whatever I know. And basically my mentor is Dr. Vivek Vindra. He's my business idol, and I love him so much, and he will be happy to see my videos. And I know he loves me a lot. Whenever I find any problem, I just somehow communicate with him. I'm in touch with him, his organization, unofficially, and he just prepares a lesson. I just think that lessons are only for me. So I suggest all of you to join his academy and do better in life, because a knife, when you buy a knife, it's the sharpest, but when you use it it loses its sharpness and you need to sharp again. So what he does, he shaves the beard from your mouth and he makes you a newborn energetic baby again. Thank you. God bless you all. Masalama. All right, my name is Nafeesuddin and I'm from Dhaka, Bangladesh. And my father's name is, excuse me, Muhammad Nazimuddin, and my mother's name is Gulnahar Begum. And I'm married to sweet Sarah, okay? And many a times I just feel like saying to God that I'm so lucky that I have born and raised up in such an environment where truth and loyalty and honest work has always been praised, and uh, in such a business environment I have grown up with my father. He was my best friend. I have seen all the steps practically also, from uh, importing, requisiting in a fax for raw materials, to making, processing, packing, marketing, and salary payments and other things. So my father was an industrialist. I'm so lucky that I had the opportunity to see everything practically, and hiring and recruitment was one of his best uh, effort to do well in his life. Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Masalama.